Good morning, good students. Welcome back to the sixth part of this chapter, Animal Classification. You have learnt a lot, you have come a long way. Now, very soon we will be concluding the chapter. Before that, let us see the remaining non-chordate phyla. Today we begin with phylum Mollusca. Molluscans are the Salman Khans of the animal kingdom. Don't worry, they are not acting. They are the muscled animals of this animal kingdom. They are full of muscles. Let us see their characteristics. These animals have soft and slimy body, and hence they are also called mollusks. This phylum is the second largest phylum in the animal kingdom. They include triploblastic, eucoelomate and non-segmented animals with bilateral symmetry. What is the main point of difference between molluscan and arthropods whom we have learnt in the previous presentation? Yes, the body is non-segmented, not divided into segments in phylum Mollusca. Here the body is divided into three regions: head, foot and visceral mass. The visceral mass is covered with a mantle which secretes a shell. The shell may be internal or external. Now you should remember the two examples given after this. Shell is absent in two molluscans. Who are they? Yes, octopus and slug. These animals are unisexual. The male and female are separate. And let us see the photos of these organisms. Yes, this is the pearl oyster. Can you notice the pearl inside the oyster? The body is soft, so it is covered with a protective shell. Then comes the octopus. Look at the big tentacles that it has got, the arms. And finally crawls in the snail. The snail's soft body is a very easy prey to animals like birds, snakes, etc. So to protect it, it has a very tough shell which is secreted by its own body part called mantle. Let us go to the next phylum, Echinodermata. See, every word has a specific meaning. Even if you remember the meaning, it will be easy for you to remember the phylum's name. Echino means spines, kate, and dermata means skin. So I have kata or spines on my soft skin. So which phylum tells you this? Yes, phylum Echinodermata. Let us see the characteristics. They are exclusively marine, found only and only in the seas and oceans. They have excellent capacity of regeneration. If I cut a small body part of these animals, that small body part develops into a new organism, and the main part of the body which was cut develops a lost organ. So they have excellent capacity of regeneration, means rebirth or reformation. How do they move? They move with the help of organs called tube feet. Tube feet has another function also. It helps the animal in capturing its prey. They show radial symmetry. They are mostly confined to the deep sea beds. and there they are mostly found touching the sea floor. So they mostly have a radial symmetry. They can be cut into two equal halves passing through any plane. Skeleton made up of calcareous spines or ossicles. Ossicles means big large plates, and spines means, again I have told you, the external covering of the body is covered with thorn like structure called spines. Calcareous means made up of calcium carbonate. What is found abundantly in the sea? Calcium carbonate. So that forms the exoskeleton of echinoderms. They are triploblastic and eucoelomate. Let us see some of them. Here comes the brittle star. Look at the 5 arms that it has. Starfish, our very own starfish. Again you count, you will have 5 arms. This is the Samundri kakadi or sea cucumber. It looks like a cucumber, but it is an animal. And the dirty, naughty, filthy boy of the sea called sea urchin. We conclude with the assignment. As told to you before, copy the characteristics, especially characteristics of phylum Echinodermata is a commonly asked question in the board exams. Also note down name the following questions, learn them, and write down all the questions given in your notebook after putting a proper date and title. Thank you.